Hello, Kingdom Focus family. We're going to continue our study now in James chapter 1, starting with verse 12. It says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." That is such an encouraging chapter. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life the Lord has promised to those who love him. As you may know from a previous video, I am in a season where the word submit means a lot to me. I'm learning to submit to God's plan, God's will, and in that submission, letting go of things. And in this chapter, as it says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial," to me, that is totally in line with my word submit for my personal journey. Because if you don't submit to the process, you can't persevere under the trial. Because if you're looking for a way out all the time, you're always looking for a way to escape the pain and the discomfort and to numb it, alcohol, drugs, um, sex, rock and roll, right? All that stuff. If you're always looking for that to escape, you're never going to actually learn how to persevere. And perseverance is in a critical part of what you have to have in the recipe of success as a Christian. And in order to persevere, you need to submit to the process and dedicate yourself to going from the beginning through to the end. So this part here is really encouraging to me when I've decided to submit and to persevere. It says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." If you're in a challenge right now, having difficulty in your life, and you're finding yourself looking around trying to find ways to escape, ways to not pay attention to it, watching lots of movies, playing video games, going out, doing things you shouldn't do, and you're avoiding actually facing the problem and facing the challenge and owning your responsibility and going through that process, you're going to miss the blessings on the other side. And I encourage you, from my personal experience, I know this, I encourage you to stop avoiding the test that you're in and to submit to the process and to let God teach you perseverance through going through the trial and the test with you. It is such a blessing to have God's love and kindness and grace and forgiveness. And in those trials, I found, and specifically right now, I'm getting um, taught a lot about my involvement and what got me into the challenge and the test, my decision making on how I can do better, and how I can be more wise. So I just encourage you to take the time to look at your situation and consider submitting to going through the process instead of avoiding it, and just enjoy the journey. Actually, I will tell you personally, and my experience has been is that as the challenges and trials come along, if I hold my breath and try to avoid it, then I get really, really stuck in the brain, heavy in the heart, heavy in the chest. And if I trust and submit, which is a new thing, like really new for me, that I get to experience freedom, and I also get to be taught easier, and I'm more open to learning the lessons I need to. So I encourage you to submit to your process that you're in, because blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life the Lord has promised to those who love him. Have a blessed day.